What's going on YouTube? It's Evan bringing you another first look at some unreleased shoes. And I apologize in advance for my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather today, but I have to get this video out to you guys to show you what's going on with these new statics. So jumping into the video, we're going to go ahead and take a look from toe box to heel tab. And off the bat, you can tell that the whole prime knit design is completely different for this pair. And what I mean by that is they aren't going with the traditional stripes all the way through the shoe like over here on the zebras. If you do know that all the V2s have this stripe, just either if it's colored, it's just hidden, but they do all have this pattern where the lines are through. And you can tell over here that they completely switched it up. There's no necessarily like specific pattern going through it. It's just all kind of random. Alright, so next thing we're going to take a look at is up here at the laces. And all the laces are 3M. They're similar to the Beluga 1.0 laces with this design. And it's going to be a white and gray, which the gray is 3M on here, so it's reflective. And I'll show you a picture of that right now. Before I get too far down the shoe, I'm going to go ahead and mention that this right here, this pattern that you can see through the transparent stripe is sewn into all the 350s. All it does is just it gives a little bit more form to the toe box, so it's not just flat and everything. It's just to give form right here, so it doesn't just fall down. And they are sewn into all the other shoes, so you could reach your hand in there and feel them on all the shoes. Like the only reason it's obviously showing through here is because the whole stripe is transparent. And then right here, this little white patch is just one of the eyelets that is shown through. All right, next up, I'll flip them around because we're getting to the back side of the shoe. The heel tabs, they've included pull tabs on the back of these, and on the back of here, the stripe stops right where the heel tab begins. So right here is where the transparent stripe's going to stop, and they just carry it through with some white stitching to the other side. So it's pretty traditional with that, the way the stripe ends. It's just not going to be with the transparent stripe shown through the rest of the shoe. Now one thing I want to show you is they are sticking with the all cream bottoms as you saw in the previous zebra release. The same. These might look up a little bit more yellow, but I mean they can't get it perfect on every pair. So it's just how it's going to be, but they are significantly more white than any other, like the old zebras, you know how yellow they were. And one thing I want to mention before we flip the shoe back over is that they've stuck with this boost trend on the new ones. So I showed y'all in the last video with the zebras that the 3 tick marks are all over the boost, and then in the last ones there was only quite a few like in a line or whatever. And on this side, on the statics, they've chosen to do the same thing. Alright, now we're going to take a look right here, and one thing that is still 3M is these 3 Adidas stripes in the back of the heel tab right here. They're still going to be 3M. They've gone with an all white insole, just like the creams or whatever, with the black Adidas Yeezy written in it. Now I'm going to show you the tags on the inside, and they've flipped the tags, so on the old ones they all have tags on the stripe side. So wherever the stripe is, that's where the tag is going to be on the inside of the shoe. Stripe and tags. Well, they flipped it on this side so you can't see it through the transparent stripe. So all of the tags are going to be on the right side of the shoe if you're looking feet down. And then as well as over here on the left shoe, it's going to be on the left side. Let me see if I can get you a better angle. I do want to talk about this stripe real quick, because this material, I've heard rumors that in 2019 this is going to be showing up a lot in fashion, whether it be t-shirts, clothes, you know, whatever. But they've incorporated it into this Yeezy, which is showing that it's going to be trending somehow because it's on the Yeezy. But it's like a plastic mesh almost. It's like woven plastic little, kind of like fishing line, if I had to say it, if it was something similar to a normal product you could see everywhere. It's similar to fishing line that's like woven together to make, you know, a stripe or whatever you wanted to weave it together to make. Alright, one thing I want to show y'all is the tag that they've left on the statics is just this like barcode tag from Adidas. They haven't incorporated this other plastic tag. It's like a laminated tag that they've seen on the previous releases. So it's just going to be this tag from now on, it seems, for the statics. Now let's talk about what the Yeezy static is bringing to resale and hype world. Supposedly this is going to be one of the most limited V2s it has ever released. So there's going to be people paying resale for it. There's going to be people hyping about it. So it's definitely sparking up some hype for V2s. Because have you seen recently, the zebras, they tanked as soon as they dropped, staying around retail. Creams are still at retail. Pretty much every V2 that's releasing right now is staying at retail, which obviously that shows that there's not too many people willing to pay resale for it, because there was so many in production. They kind of, you know, why would you pay something for something that's so mass produced? But you know, there's not too many people paying like crazy amounts of resale for Yeezys right now, because the fact that they're restocking so many and the hype is kind of dying off, in my opinion. Now, some of these I've seen on StockX. One pair I believe sold for around $1,400. I'll put a screenshot on the screen so you can see. I think it was like a size 10.5 or something. But they are asking around $1,000 mark for these. So you can tell that some people that have them early already kind of have, you know, a guesstimate of what they're going to turn out to be. Now, any shoe you get early is obviously going to be well above retail mark. So, you know, you got to take it in stride and just say, well, it might not be that hype. It might just be because, you know, it is unreleased, which, yeah, you can say that. But I guess we'll just have to see when they do release. And I'm not 100% sure if they have a set release date for these yet. I think I saw something where it was rumored December, but I'm not sure if they had a set date. Other than that, I think personally that the shoe, I mean, it's a super cool looking shoe. You can't deny that fact. You know, some people might not like the whole clear thing or whatever, but I like the whole 3M involved in the laces. And I like obviously the white scheme is just clean, and they've kept the white bottom, so it just leaves it for a clean looking shoe. And I think it's definitely going to bring attention to your feet if you're walking around in these. As far as my opinion on the clear stripe, I think it's pretty cool just because it's different. You know, like we've seen everything with the stripes from the last V2, so it's definitely bringing something different to the table to show off and incorporate in the shoe. I'm going to mention one thing before I wrap it up. This tag right here is just a courtside authentic tag, just to verify that all the shoes here are authentic. I just didn't want anybody to think that it was from the factory like this or anything else. If you do have any more questions about the statics, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I do want to mention one thing before we leave though. The giveaway on my last video, go ahead and check that video out. I'll leave a link to that in the description so you can go check out. I'm giving away a Supreme bouncy ball. And the only thing you gotta do is just follow the steps in the description of that last video. Like I said, I'll leave the link to that. And I do have another giveaway that I'm doing, and that's gonna be for an anti-social mask. So if you do want to enter that, I will be posting a video to let you know how to enter that after the bouncy ball giveaway is done. And I'm gonna be doing a drawing for the bouncy ball giveaway on the 10th of December. So make sure you go ahead and enter that giveaway so you can potentially get a bouncy ball. And there has been a lot of growth going on my channel right now, so I will be doing some more giveaways later on down the road, but right now we just got the Supreme bouncy ball one that you can enter right now, and then the anti-social mask that I will reveal after the 10th of December whenever the bouncy ball is given away. Other than that, I appreciate you watching the video. Make sure to leave a like if you did like it, subscribe to see more of my content, and turn those bells on so you don't miss a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.